Stephen Tatro once claimed he could help find murder suspects. Now he is one. In 1993, Tatro, an American Indian, called himself White Bear. He told us he had visions that could help police solve a highly publicized murder case.
I'll put it this way. The police officers and myself both know who it is, and they're just waiting for him to give himself up. Not, I'm going to help him with that too. I'm going to point him out.
In a strange twist of fate, police still need help, but this time it's Tatro they're after. The man with numerous aliases, including White Bear and Two Bear, could now be called Running Bear.
He didn't meet his obligation. He ran from the bond in the court system, and now he's a wanted fugitive.
Tatro is charged with murder in the 1997 slaying of Daniel Duran.
He was a very good husband, very good father.
This home video shows Duran spending Christmas with his wife and two young daughters. It would be the last Christmas the family would spend together.
It's been pretty bad. It's been horrible. They miss him very much.
The youngest one would draw pictures of her father in heaven. As far as the family portrait, put her mother and her sister and the dog down on earth and draw clouds and have their daddy up in heaven.
Even though they seem to have little in common, Duran and Tatro entered into a business agreement. When that agreement soured, Duran went to Waller County to seize property Tatro had signed over to him as collateral.
I didn't think anything was going to happen. It was simple. That they borrowed money and they signed titles over. All that was done without an argument.
But when Duran showed up here, Tatro allegedly shot him to death with a deer rifle.
I was shocked when it all went down because Bear wasn't the type of person to do something like that.
Those who still live here where Duran was killed say they haven't seen or heard from Tatro in quite some time. They tell us they don't understand why Tatro decided to run, since they believe he had a good chance of beating the murder charge.
And Bear was really scared for his life and the family and my children. I've been shot in the head before.
But Duran's family doesn't believe Tatro's claims of self-defense. They say Duran was not armed, and authorities found no gun at the scene that belonged to Duran.
There wasn't even a fist fight. There wasn't a push, a shove, a kick, a spit, nothing.
If he felt he had a good, strong self-defense case, he should have presented it.
Instead, Tatro jumped bond. Duran's family members say they don't understand why Tatro was given a $20,000 bond when he has a lengthy criminal history that includes escape.
The very next day he was out.
Authorities believe Tatro could be living on an Indian reservation in another state.
Until he's captured, and eventually I hope he will be, he'll spend the rest of his life looking over his shoulder and wondering who's coming up behind him.
Why do I run all the time?
It's the running that has Danny Duran's wife and kids searching for justice, and Tatro's defenders searching for a friend.
We all love him and we miss him and wish he'd turn himself in.
Come back, man, face it, and let's get this behind us.
Randy Wallace, Fox 26, investigates.